What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman series in Football Manager 2022. Don't forget to leave your thumbs up and comments in for this video as we're coming to the end of the season. And, I gave the update of how we are going recently, or more so going forward. But funnily enough, it's come the end of the season. Important games. We're going to get 2 games. We're going to do 2 games here. So even when we do, we're not going to do too much end of the season review. 2 games, should be pretty detailed in itself. But then the next 3 games we had played, we beat Dortmund 2-1. 2-1. We knocked off these results. But they're really, really tight games. They weren't easy. They weren't easy at all. And even we'll give you a bit of a review, especially for the Dortmund game. Lubakio got injured. Luckily, there wasn't too much repercussions from that. It wasn't like a long-term injury or anything. He recovered. But I was dreading that. So Almada took a penalty. He's been really good, actually. But who else? Wolfsburg 2-1. Look at these results here. This one wasn't so straightforward. We needed a late winner from Frank Brunet, the French international. He under 21 caps he's got, but definitely could be in the future. This is what I love about regions or new gens. They can have really specific attributes. Generally, for any real-life players, I don't think you'll see someone that just got 20 bravery along with their attributes like this. And even 16 leadership and anticipation. He's got really strong attributes. Then he's got 13 marking and heading. I'd like them to be a bit higher. Good thing he's only 20, so can be naturally improving. But he's a great... we got to pinpoint those players of ours that could be part of a Champions League winning side. I think he would be close to one of those. And then Werder Bremen, away from home, was going to be tricky. Lubakio, look, him and Darko, hey, they're probably a combination of both. Of course, we signed him on loan with the deal to be gone on to made permanent. So I was really happy with confirming that. Where are we? Where can we actually see that deal? Yeah, Darko, there he is. That 5.75, mate, that's a bargain. And not even just at his value, but I think that value for him is underrated. You can really find some bargains as well at basically not... Belgium is a decent league, though, but yeah, you can see that's really been his development. That's not a bad place. That's not irrelevant. That's decent. In top division of Belgium. He was there, for the whole time. In terms of they didn't get relegated. He's got some nice mentals as well. Yeah, he's really, really neat. So we're gonna start to build these guys that have got that ability to be. I'm not saying next season, but yeah, they got their talent to be part of the team in the future. So yeah, I really like that we were able to get those results. And like I said, we actually, after we beat Dortmund, we had a bit of an increase. Look at this, expenditure already 2 million. We're covering this so much. Normally it's when we're making money, and I want to kind of take note of that. And of course, it's going to be only more now because we've got loan repayments. Not as many, that's coming off what we've just paid now. So yeah, it's going to be a bit much. Look, player wages. See, that's the most regardless. But I feel like we're not having enough coming in, and I'm just repeating myself. That's expenditure, but yeah, and then you go last month, what we've had coming in, and I keep mentioning it just so I might get feedback from someone, but you might not know. You might not really know what else we could be doing, but we had a little bit come in with the prize money before we had extra expenditure, so that was good, I guess. But yeah, the expenditure just always really killing us, so yeah, getting into Europe will just be a bit extra money coming in. So this is what the table is looking like. We got one more league game left. Yeah, we're going to have to see how it all plays out. And yeah, I honestly want to finish from 5th to 6th. That's like the absolute minimum. 7th, yeah, would be the conference playoff. I want, yeah, you getting in Europa League minimum for me. And it's a home game. FC Köln, they're like, well, mid-table, mid-table basically. And then against Fortuna Dusseldorf, they're having a pretty good season. But we've already done the beating of Bayern and Dortmund to knock them out, which is pretty, yeah, especially Munich. Managed to do it though. There's a small part of me, Stuttgart, but then it's Berlin as well. So it's very unlikely. So I'm not even going in expecting that. I want to win to seal a Europa League place. I'm going in with that logic. Like, sure, Stuttgart, who are they playing? Stuttgart at home against Werder Bremen in 12. So I put on them to win, and Stuttgart at home against... Wait, hold up. Why did I say Schalke? I don't know. I'm just discombobulated, and there's a long word for you. Going into it, I was like, oh, please don't play against each other. Well, we got a better goal difference, so it must be... God. Just want to make sure of it. So deep. Nah, goal difference is... Yep, goal in the league sorting. Obviously, result between teams. But Stuttgart at home... No, that doesn't matter either. There's no chance, is there? No, as I said, let's just try. Like, sure, finish one spot higher, make a bit more prize money. But I think that's fair. Like, we've gone on this insane run, man, and still not be able to come back to it. Just how results and fixtures play out. No, yeah, not possible to sneak fourth. So we might get through this game a little quicker just with the editing. But yeah, we see how it plays out. I definitely think it just has to be, a make sure we win. A make sure we win game. Maybe a draw would be enough because of the goal difference as well to be above Dortmund. But yeah, to go finish off with a win will be nice. I'm not even sure, back to that conversation. I mean, it would be nice. But I don't think come next season we're going to be able to build a Champions League winning squad. I'd rather, we kind of touched on that previously at the previous club. But I think we're probably a more fitting team now. Again, Belgium, funnily enough. It's funny how things leak up. We signed Karasik. But yeah, we're definitely... It really depends with our money, how much the board's going to give us, how much more they're going to put in the club, so we're not bleeding. But yeah, being in Europa League, the only thing I thought, being in Champions League, that's probably going to be the best for the money. But would it be better if we actually make the knockout stages in Europa League, and we might not make the knockout stages of the Champions League? You got to weigh up those situations. So Barbosa, we've got like a best three, like Brunei, Dorrington, and Barbosa, like, he's thereabouts as well. Like, he's good. Like, and they've all generally been pretty fit. I mean, Dorrington, I remember he started with an injury, and he seems as, like, the best rated, like, here, but from the tactics screen. Well, he's quick, but I don't know. That's been a bit of a question this season. He'll definitely make the bench. But yeah, between Barbosa, Brunei, Manuel Barbosa is Portuguese. Has he got... Oh, no, he won't have, because it would show it there, doesn't it? In this skin. Nah, he's just Portuguese. But he's fluent in Spanish and German, which is pretty nice. But I just feel like they'll have a good connection with each other. Either way. So, pretty decent team. A three. We got a bit of a regen mix there of Sarzi, Florage, and Dubois. And I like that mix too. Well, Dubois, we know he is French. So he links up. He links up there with Brunet. Well, they don't have a connection, but when you're going from defense to midfield. And Lubacchio. But this is not a bad team. Our bench is where we need to change so much. Ozcan, a future potential player, but we need a bit more first team changes. And that's going to definitely take its time. So don't be surprised if it's one of those, a few days in between. It tends to be that way when we're going to a new season. But it all depends how easy it's going to be for the signings. And if I get into a bit of groove, maybe playing for a few hours, generally what it takes to get through a pre-season. But I knew it couldn't have been, but I thought when you see Fernando Torres comes to mind. But come on. Let's go out and win this. See, it's saying about a draw being good enough for the Conference League, but the way I read it anyway, it was Europa League. But anyway, they have it mathematical. They always keep it mathematically. I want to go win it anyway. Make sure we get it. The media's giving us praise. Let's go on. All right, guys. Show what we've been doing. Even though the last few games have been quite close, haven't they? I showed you guys the results. But I really think Diabate, Barbosa. Okay, let's see how we play this out. Sazi, come on. Lubacchio. Great chance. Could that be costly? Well. Let's find out. That was great opportunity. Almada. Oh, got it in dangerous. Barbosa, he should be in. And we're dangerous from the corners. Look how early. First minutes. Almada and What did I say? I just had this feeling a manager knows. A footy manager knows. And Dorrington, I think, he's a decent player, but you could have three players about the same ability, and Barbosa picks up a yellow card. Thank you very much. But, you just get a feeling between players, even if they're really similar rated, which is the case here. And Karasik, why are you unhappy, man? Far out. That's really significant. Can individual, encourage? Darko. Confirm shout and see, you can see. Does anything can change? Come on. Why? Why are you I know. Does that if your aggression is high, it's not something really I've pinpointed, but could you be having that? See, I've said it where aggressive can be bad, but I think if you channel it right, it can be a positive thing. So, or is that just because he's angry? But I just don't like seeing it being as a negative thing, you know what I mean? Well, all right. We haven't really had to edit too much. It's just been generally, a pretty quiet first half, and I'm happy with how we've prevented them. And again, you've seen we've got a lot of wins in a row, so I'm glad you can, see that in the performance, how we're just performing well. Let's go. I mean, that's good. Karasik, mate, that's what we need. We need that happy. Being that happy and aggressive, that's when it's going to be channeled in the right way. Or Wagner man. Karasik, see, that's smarts too. Lubacchio, Flores. See, that's a trio that could be combining within the Champions League. Sazi and Flores, just look at these guys. Just take a look at their attributes. Sazi, you would say they're very, Flores. He's so beefy. He's probably the next level. But he's 22. How old is Sazi? No, they're both 22, to be fair. Okay. They've got some different types. 19, really strong balance. But I think they can complement each other really well. And Dubois on the yellow card just behind them again with the aggression. But again, his only con, it is a weakest attribute. The tendency not to get stuck into rough challenges. That's even almost taken the other way. I was he's he doesn't give away fouls a lot. Aggression is 17. That's probably what you want. If you have that and they do give away a lot of fouls, they're danger for red cards. But he's only got one red for the whole season, so it's still a chance, but he's almost the opposite, where he doesn't want to get into rough challenges. Especially as a DM, probably the position you get into that a lot. I'm glad he has it in a way. Or do you still see it as a negative? But my initial point is, those three, and Dubois, hold up. I'll say he's got like that yellow, like he's got a yellow card, but hasn't got the mark there that he's got a yellow. Oh, well, he's off tackles anyway. That's strange. Yeah, if we go into tactics, okay, it says it there. Sure. Maybe we just had to continue because it shows up now. But anyway, something I don't honestly click on these parts too much here, but I'll click on, the passing network so you can see how that's looking for us. It's kind of cool. And maybe if you compare it to the other team as well. Then you got the heat map. Analysis of more stats, but yeah, match. Yeah, I honestly, I don't, yeah, you see in the videos, I don't pinpoint. I might take in a few things mentally and it might trigger an instruction change with how we're playing or something. But yeah, we don't sit back and analyze it too much. All right. We need one more though. What we don't want is just easily giving them back the possession. As I said, we want to finish the league season in style, Hoover. And, okay, we'll see what comes from this highlight. But basically, I'm going to say is, let me know which players you think that could be on the chopping block. Oh, what a ball. Yeah, lads, let's go. Or I actually think our best starting 11, like out of the guys that are playing today, not many come to mind that we want to get rid of. Like, this is actually a really nice 11. Like, that we've got right now. But I think it's just the depth we need to add. So, do you think those current guys we've got in the first team squad, just we might not get a lot out of them, but we just got to try and get rid of them? Because, yeah, we've got a lot of those, like, 20, 21-year-olds. Like, these Durakovic, like, these kind of types. But they're not valued a lot. So, like, it's just about freeing up those spaces. And, it's going to free up a little bit of wage when you add them on top of each other. So, we'll see. Okay, pause. Obviously, cup final in mind next. Wait, that's Europa League. That's not going to be Champions League. No, it's not. Why am I even checking? Like, just to make sure. And I guess to show you again, yeah, 6 gets Europa League. I guess it's depending on the winner of the DFB-Pokal. I felt like I said that weird. Pokal. But anyway, we'll make sure we win that. Regardless, make sure we win that. So that's going to be Dusseldorf. But they're going to be their Champions League. So winner qualify for Europa. Yeah. They're in Champions League position. Well, yeah, we know. That's been interesting. But anyway. So we should get. Let's bring on Ozcan for some game time. See, someone like a Kudus come in for Sazi now. Hoover, okay, we're going to switch with Wagnerman because he's a little bit more tired. Wagnerman, bring on Arieta. Give you guys another look at Arieta. Do you think he has a future? Is he technically too weak? But then, yeah, I say physically strong, but his pace is only 12. He's someone, but like, unless you eye someone better with not costing too much more, he's maybe not a bad backup. Yeah, it's really tough. We've got to see what the board gives us for next season anyway. Like, we've controlled this. Yeah, but it's been extreme. We just haven't gone and won it. We really have showed, our recent form. When you don't let your opponent, it's not just not letting them. When you defend strongly and dominate the game in your control, they're not going to be really a danger of scoring too many goals, that is for sure. But outstretched arms, well done, lads. Flores complacent. He was off the pitch anyway, but what can you do? Good result. Good win. Let's see where we end. We're going to find out now, and we do go up because Stuttgart, they really fought for their position. And yeah, we end up, like, we needed this crazy run of wins and still missing out by a spot. But as I said, I think, guaranteeing that Europa League spot, even though it would have done anyway, because, Dusseldorf's got that 4th got the Champions League. It's just a little bit of extra money. So, of course, that's going to come in as well. So that's going to put us into breathing space, at least until next season. I just don't want to be bleeding money. I really don't want to be bleeding money like we have been. So, see how it goes. Dortmund didn't even win anyway, so they struggled. Poor Dortmund going to be in the Conference League. Oh, all right, Bartels, under 17. Oh, mate. I get excited for the under set. Okay, just about Adam Johnson, that. But you know, this is where you go to find the talents. Like, he's on loan from RB Leipzig. Is he going to be easy to sign? Probably not. Oh, and we're not going to be able to find it in the messages. It was that next gen, the top 50 players or something. Yeah, I found one like 16-year-old in there as well. So clearly finding those underage players. But yeah, and he was pretty lowly valued. Put him on the short list. But anyway, again, I feel like I'm pretty good with you guys. Like, I always try and show you. And here he is. Vermaelen there. Not bad. Like, he doesn't strike me as, like where we're at right now. We need to be hard hitting. Like, for me, I want to round up this save like before the end of September, or before the end of maybe around September 20th, 21st. Just say when before FIFA 23 releases, or the early access. You know how it goes then. But anyway, yeah, I don't want. We're not going to be signing guys that's going to be good down there, like the future, pointing backwards. But you know what I mean. Yeah, he'd be good for part of the future. And guys, I will make this save like available to like all of them, and any other saves people request over on the Patreon for that tier as well. So, and of course, support me a bit extra. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good kind of bonus or something you get. You can continue our saves. But anyway, someone like this you might want to keep in your mind. And then, Armada, of course, bonuses. We're going to love that. Additional. Okay. Pervan looking to move on. Who's this? He's a manager. There you go. Not from the club job. I just love it when you can sack a manager, basically. Obviously, he's looking to move on from that result. It's come the end of the season. We qualify for the Europa League, so it is done. I'm very happy with that. Honestly, even if we got Conference League, like the position we were gunning for Europa League. But we joined the club in the relegation spot. Like, any Europe would have been great. But that's a mass. Can I just hype myself up for a bit? And that was massive. We were so close to getting Champions League. But yeah, it's that same defense. I think we'll have a better showing in the Europa. I mean, it's obvious to say you'll do better in the Europa League than Champions League. But realistic for us. Manchester City. Like, that's my thing. If we're bleeding money heavily, I don't want to sell one of our better players if that's just going to be lost month to month. You know what I mean? So I hope, like, look, that's great. That's great. But, like, that's not, like, okay, can we go to the income right now? Okay, sure. We've made profit this month. Oh, look at this, guys. Our expenditure. Wow, this month only 2.5. Nothing. Look at our income. Look at that. Almost 65 mil. We're flying. Look at that profit margins. But you know what I mean. What has the expenditure been for? Like, look what it's been. That's ridiculous. Really. Okay. The most has been transfer expenditure. So you keep that in mind. Player wages. 48. There is a whole lot to weigh up, but yeah. I reckon we'll go to the final. Like, sure, it may not impact our finish for the season, but something to add to the trophy cabinet for sure. Not just at this club, but yeah, for our journeyman. How many trophies we've won, and something to look back onto when it comes to the point of doing so. So anytime we're in a final, we want to win it. Okay, what's this? With our Bundesliga campaign now to end, please note that any talks regarding future expectations. Okay. I thought that we were going to, you were going to put money. No, we're just going to, okay. We might show a little bit of that if it's, not too further in the future in terms of continuing. Yeah, we'll see how it is. If they have an influx of money or expectation for next season. No, okay, we've got a budget of 15 million. If our overall balance doesn't drop below 50, sure, I don't mind spending that, but I wouldn't mind them, maybe giving us to around 40 million or so. We'll see. And generally, this is a guy probably I would look to sign. Look, his transfer value is 83k. What? Linera with decent potential too. But he must want to leave. Why would you list him? He's looking forward to leaving the club, so they're in La Liga 2. So if he's got a bit of potential, he might be forcing that move. But okay, he hasn't been used a whole lot by the looks of things. Okay, same season, so he was okay. He's played a bit, but anyway, he's played a little bit, but. When it's that cheap, see, he's got a minimum fee release clause in there. When it's that cheap, you almost, I don't like saying the word you have to sign him. You don't have to sign anyone. But there's little bits of profit to be made there. Oh, I'll put fees. His transfer value 0. Oh my God. I've got to watch out. Man. I might be in trouble. This is a robbery. I'm not going to say this guy's going to be... I need to watch out for the cops. That's what I'm saying. This is a steal. 20 years old, so he's still got some growth in him. In terms of current ability right now, average. Potential? I just offered it, and he still had another year on his contract. That's a robbery. Daylight. Got to watch for the blue lights. Nah, okay. How much, we're not going to go through all these. There's 8. Okay, there might be more. Okay, anyone that's, above their value, we're just going to, when they're high value, we'll give them ticks. Phew, that guy's fast. Yeah. There might be some of these guys that are solid. I'm just looking at the bottom here. 2.1, great passing. He's very mixed. Put him on the short list. And we'll just go through there. Yeah, pretty expensive. But what a steal. We got a decent potential guy. What did we pay for him? 0. To his club anyway. That's tough. When he's got actually a release clause there. We're forget that. We're going to offer... What? He's got a minimum release clause and we... Oh, man, I don't know. It's not predicated on anything, getting relegated or minimum fee release clause. Minimum fee release is 3.5, but I guess he's transfer listed, so they're happy to let him go. We offered in nothing. 0. And they accepted it. So I don't know exactly how it worked, but it did, and I'm not complaining. And even if he doesn't become a star, but he's still Bundesliga potential. So even that's mid-table, I take that because that's money. That's money to be made off of someone. And forget going through his cons. Sure, there's going to be some, but anyway, for a guy with that potential, you sign him for free. Yeah, just free transfer basically. You go for that, and I'll just go through simple negotiation here. Should be. Yeah, you see, he doesn't want the most, and even I don't intend him to use him in the first team. So he's after 10 games, increase by a little bit, drop the yearly wage rise, maybe drop the current wage to 4.5, get a bit assist bonus. As I say, we're not using him right now. Get a goal bonus in there. But I like how by default that goes so high. Goal bonus. Team of this year, he's not going to be getting that. That's the way I say it for the obvious things. But anyway. Wow. Okay, maybe not so obvious if the deal doesn't get accepted. You don't want to put it too high because maybe eventually he'll get the games, but okay, we're working hard. We're working hard to get this the way we want. I'm just like, so we can lower it, the current wage, at least by a little bit, to be efficient. I think it's pretty efficient. And tie him on a 3-year deal. What? The sign-on fee and agent fee. So what's that? That's under 100K going out altogether for him. The agent is getting more than the club. So, shout out Jose. Mourinho sacked. I think we reacted to beating him, and he got sacked. Poor Mourinho. I don't like set for move, because normally you get that message when you're about to confirm a transfer. Set for move. You know, he's not set. What? I just declined that. We just declined that, mate. All right, good crowd expected. And again, just if anything, just for a little bit more money, have a win. Team meeting. Okay. I think the expectations wouldn't have been too high. Just to say enjoy the occasion. I think, yeah, that can get some... I would like to say I want everyone to make sure they go out there with intention to come back as winners. But if you don't have that expectation by the board, like, that's what I don't like. So I'm going to say just ease expectations, basically. Just enjoy the occasion. See, I'm annoyed that's what gets the good reaction. Like, would a manager say that? Like, let me know your thoughts. For a manager of a team that wasn't expected to win a cup, like, do you think players will honestly react badly, saying, yeah, go out there and bring home the trophy? Like, you got to be... I didn't like doing that, but I want to give myself every chance. Yeah, I don't. I hope they change that, because I just said something, I wouldn't be like that. I feel most managers wouldn't be like that. And I don't feel players would react negatively. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I just never like doing that. That's one of the things where you're almost... well, you're not forced, but you just get a bad reaction from your players. Football managers should be a bit more free than that. Like, you should be able to say what you want without fear of... But it's not even a bad thing as well. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? And it's not even the most extreme thing you're saying, too. You're saying, yeah, come on. Come back with the trophy. Give them... Like, it sounds more motivating, right? Than saying, oh, yeah, lads, go out there and have fun. I'm easing the expectations tonight. Yeah, you know what I mean? Where's the motivation? Like, how did what I say motivate them? That's the more pressing concern. That was not a motivating thing to say at all. And why? Oh, Luke Bacchio, because transfer interest. I'll try to improve. That's why he's training poorly. Ozcan's been the best. It's always, yeah, generally that youngster. But then Brune and David Flores too. Oh, he is Colombian, so it could be a David Flores. David. Colombian, yeah, he's Spanish speaking, so it probably is. I don't know the accent I tried to hit. Well, I was like, David? Like, what accent's that? No idea. Here, Australia, we just call you fucking Davo, mate. Should give him a nickname. Call him Davo. Oh, gosh. Yeah, see that Matthias Bartel's no transfer interest, so it's kind of quickly off that. But right, we're getting into it now. Big occasion. Quite a bit of opposition instructions set to be applied there. But once more, see, especially Barbosa, Dorrington scored 4 times, but from basically double the appearances. I guess Barbosa's had some off the bench too. Sometimes will rotate. But, you know, like Barbosa, yeah, because he could drop in that DM position sometimes. But anyway, we won't change much or anything. I think, yeah, it's Angelo. Yeah, I've showed him before, and Kudus. Like, they're still first team quality. Angelo, yeah, really wanted to, yeah, he's requested, wants to leave. Again, what's his value? 52. I just feel we're not going to get that for him. Like, I wouldn't pay 52 million for like what he's shown, but even just looking at his attributes, determination dropping, mate. Just offer him out without any when you just offer them out without putting a specific amount, and see how much actually teams would get for him. I think if it's anywhere near 50, even if it's at least 40, we're laughing. But if it's like at his value there, well, that's crazy. But I think we're going to go in like this. Our last performance was pretty decent, so not changing too much. I'd say we are going to see how the teams are warming up, though. Come on. See if they've got any notable names. And, of course, there's going to be some regions in there this far into FM save. Go win that trophy. No, that's increasing the expectations. Just, again, recent praise justified. Darko, mate. I love that name, Darko. He's just, like, so dark. But, nah, I love it. It's a great name. Pick up where you left off in the last match. Still aggressive, mate. That's frustrating, I'll tell you what. But, again, okay, they actually don't have as many regions. They got some real guys in there, real players. But, anyway, yeah, see all those dubs. The last performance really showed it. Dylan Levitt. Yeah, I remember playing him because I remember mentioning Dylan Levitt. How's he rated? Like, he's a good passer, yeah. Obviously came through United. 2 early yellows. I tell you what. Could mean something. Encourage. Karasik is still, you can see that, yeah. Yeah, you can see from midfielders and above. But, yeah, like, okay, that's sweet. It's interesting how much they're changing. What's the odds it goes to a penalty shootout? Like, that's a fluctuating body language. Come on, go. Maybe have to be a bit more, have to be a bit more demanding. Okay. It's just interesting how someone can be demotivated when a lot of others were fine. So, you're not being good enough? Now that motivated him. But okay. Like, I kept it negative. Like, like the talk initially was. But that he found all right. Maybe he just needs it directly. I need to directly come at him. That doesn't sound the best, but I think you know what I mean. Let's try and find a goal. Oh! Did you see his dive, though? I reckon that's probably a bit of stimulation. Luke Bacchio. Simulation with a dive like that. If it's given, yeah, we're gonna take it. But I guess it's just how it's shown in the FM gameplay, 3D gameplay too. Who's going to be the stepper? It's Almada. He's been really good recently, so I was pretty confident. And, of course, by default, ahead of finals, the training, the penalties get a slot. And I'm like, yeah, you can always add them yourself. I say by default, but I never take them off because it makes sense. Normally, for a pen shootout, it's setting for. Not generally, you don't expect to win a penalty yourself. Press for Alejandro Balde. And Almada, he's been so good, lad. Come on, 18th for the season. He's definitely one we're keeping around. And the thing also, some players might have wanted to leave if the team finished lowly this season. But I think now, if anything, we might attract some players. Oh, that was a nice, tidy finish. 2-0. 2-0. It will be hard to lose it from here. Really will be. And again, I'm not sure if they actually want to make a change, to be honest, because this is our strongest team. We haven't got a game coming. Let's just play it out. This is the last game of the season. Here we go. Finish things off. Finish it here. Finish it. Not a bad chance, Armada again. Let's see what we're going to do here, Barbosa. Let's see, we build up an attack from the back. Go through the middle. Right idea. We're going to get back possession. Sazi, Almada. Oh, my God. we can make another save, but what's the point? Leave it. Like, how do you opt to chip it from there on a hat trick? Oh, on a hat trick, players normally just convert so well. But anyway, we're not going to complain because we're going to win this, really. we're going to win. We're going to get the cup. We're going to get the DFB Ryerson. All right. Here we go. Can we finish in style? Darko! It's a dark day for Dusseldorf. Great performance. And once more, we're kind of backing up our consistent wins. You do want to see that. You do want to see that. Come on. There we go. We nabbed another one. Yeah, their defender, Nab. I think he was the one on him. I saw that name. And we lift a trophy. Come on, we're lifting a cup here. So we got them out of the relegation position they were in when we joined. Got them into Europe, Europa League. Not far off Champions League, but I want to talk about what we actually got. DFB-Pokal, Europa League for next season. The highest position for a Europa League finish as well, in 5th. Yeah, that was pretty handy. And you get a cup to our name. That's really, really good, lads. It's like the fans, probably weren't expecting this, but I said, I touched on it a couple episodes ago as well. It's like I think we've had a good save here. I think in terms of what we've achieved, we've done things pretty well. You deserve to celebrate. It's what I thought we could do, but I couldn't say that in the team meeting. But I'm annoyed. See, what they did, they would have got mad at me being confident in this performance. So, yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's something that can be addressed a little. But I don't know. If you want to leave your thoughts on that or just our success, whatever your comments may be. Let's focus on the positives. But, yeah, it's still a little bit strange. Like, if we were struggling, but we're not struggling now. Not now, anyway. But it all comes off the expectations from the board, which is a bit strange as well. You got to give what the players think, I think. But anyway, we won it. And that's good at the end of the day. There we go. But it was pretty easy. The fans look pretty proud too. We'll go through these messages. And yeah, of course, it's little money. It's nothing crazy. But we get 2.66 twice. So we've been awarded. Or is that the same thing? Like, why does it have to say against Düsseldorf? I don't know. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Or is it the round appearance and then the winner prize money? So you just get double that if you win it. I'm just going to make sense of why that message came twice. One of top Australian managers. Australia is probably not like, mate, look at me. I'm there for my rebuilds. Go take a look at my rebuilds. Like, does anyone get a little bit, I don't know if annoyed is the right way to say it, or is there a setting you can do? Like, it's not the same save, but it's set in the same game. I don't know. Especially when it's like generally a single player game. Yeah. I've always wondered about that. Like, this is not within the same, they're not within the same save, so why does it show my successes there? I don't know, it's a strange one. It's a bit of a strange one to me. Maybe you disagree with that, but yeah. I'm not sure if there's a setting you can select to not show that. I've never had that. But anyway, yeah, Luke Bacchio, still only 22. See, guys, he's wanted by 14 clubs, so let me know the future. Yeah, they're generally all pretty much top teams and teams that would pay around his value. So if not, maybe sneak a bit more. But he's got a release clause, so 77 million, which is kind of handsome regardless. Is that still above his ability? Like, he's a good player. But again, it's all about, if we're bleeding money, I don't want that to be a loss. But I guess if you use that money when you get it and bring in someone else or maybe multiple players, could be seen as the same thing. I just think technically outside of his dribbling, he's a bit weak. I don't know, but I feel he still manages to have the output. Probably his best season. Only one off than last season before we were here, of course. Get a good amount out of him. But yeah, anyway, what do you make of him if you can get him for that fee? And of course, we're paying a bit out. We're paying 1.2 mil across the squad. So yeah, we're going to leave it there. We're anticipating, we hopefully get a bit extra in the transfer budget. I might show it in like a little screenshot like I usually do anyway. So we'll leave it there. It was a pretty long episode so far. We got pretty close, and especially our goal difference was handsome as well. Third best in the league, right? Yeah, so, but it's one of those things again where overall it's probably better we make Europa League instead of Champions League. Maybe it's a chance to win Europa League this season, build a squad, and maybe go in Champions League next season. It's easy to say that, but it could be a tough campaign in the Europa League anyway. So leave a thumbs up, guys. Leave a comment, and I'll just leave you with the squad and how it's looking, maybe sorting by the abilities. And you can see the worst guys in the team. Anyone that's 2-star, those 2-star and below, and even 2.5s could be on the chopping block, but like Perch told, but we just have to see. Leave your thoughts what we do with the team, considering our budget now and considering maybe the board will give us a little bit extra, maybe to be around or a little bit below what our balance is. We just have to wait and see, but that's going to be it for now. Again, I really appreciate the support to help out the videos. That's going to be it from now, really. You guys really share the videos as well as much as you can do. To get, I don't really get my videos recommended too much or in the search too much these days. It's hard to break through into the search because you got that guy that I don't want to say any names, but generally, the main few guys are in the Football Manager searches, but the main FM searches anyway. So really appreciate any of you guys that help as much as you can. So we can get back into that stage like it was back in the day. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now, and I'll see you guys next time.